This next platform we're going to talk about is Pinterest. And once again, it's a platform that's a little different from the first three. This is not a status platform so much. Pinterest is, well, it's a scrapbooking platform essentially. Pinterest has pin boards, online scrapbooks, pictures! Everything in Pinterest is a picture. If you want to save a quote, you have to save that quote as a picture. So people do, you can take a favorite quote and you can open up your favorite paint program and put the quote on a nice colored background and then save it. But everything in Pinterest is a picture. Discover and share pins, as they're called, with friends or strangers. Again, you can have people or brands, and there are companies. The CPP and CAPT and places like that have their own pin boards. But Pinterest is kind of different and interesting that way. You can follow accounts, those are people. You can follow just some of the boards they have, and we'll get to that in a second. And there are community boards which are shared between people. Lots of people share pictures between each other. Features are boards. Think of a bulletin board. Pins, something that you stuck to the bulletin board with a pin. Repin is you liked something that somebody pinned on their board, you pin it on your board. You can upload pictures from your own computer. And you can favorite things or like them. In Pinterest land, it's a little picture of a heart that says, I like this, but I'm not actually going to pin it to one of my boards. So what does a Pinterest page look like? This is my home page when I log in, and these are suggestions of things I might be interested in because they're things that were recently pinned from someone else. This is essentially my Pinterest news feed, but instead of status posts from friends of mine, I see the most recent things they've pinned, and you notice everything here is a picture. Even this, which is words as an image on a background. So you see, this is the kinds of things I'm interested in. I like science fiction and Star Trek. I like comics. I like books. These are both books. I'm really into cats. I like the MBTI and anything like that. I'm an INTJ, so a lot of INTJ pins pop up. I love rocks and minerals and anything that glows in the dark, so here's something from that. These are things that I'm following various boards. Other people like these things too, and so when I log in, they say, these people recently posted these things. Do you want to share them? And if I wanted this one, I could click that little button that says pin it to my own. I could mail it out to someone. I could click this little button that says I just like it and I want to have it in my list of things. Here's some friends who I might want to invite to join Pinterest. Here's some friends who are already in Pinterest and I can follow them, or I can go through and just follow one of their boards. You're welcome to join me in Pinterest. We have an SF BAAPT board in Pinterest. It doesn't have much yet. I simply decided it might be fun because I had a Pinterest board, so why not? But at the moment, I don't have anything here. We could post photographs, we could post images, we could talk about things. I made a board for each of the 16 MBTI types, and I put in the MBTI head from, I think it was either CPP or CAPT a while back, did these MBTI type heads. And then I did one board for all the type heads and one board for the MBTI, at which point I kind of stopped and it's there and we don't have much going on. But if you're interested in things like this, I personally really like saving pictures, and if you go to my pin boards in Pinterest, I have lots and lots and lots of stuff, and you're welcome to come look. So again, you can look up shared interests, and you can see that in social media there are a lot of people who are interested in the MBTI. They're interested in psychological type. They're interested in individual pieces of the MBTI. They're interested in all sorts of things. And some people will say to you, well, Pinterest is a place where you save things that you're interested in buying. You were looking at Amazon and you use this for your wish list, or you were looking in catalogs. Or people will say Pinterest is for craft projects. People save recipes and craft projects that they'd like to do. And that's true. But there's also so many other things, and it's a picture. If it can be a picture, somebody in Pinterest will have a picture of it. I have an entire board for daffodils. Just daffodils. I have 4 different boards, maybe 6 different boards for cats. So the MBTI, whatever. Come look at Pinterest. It's really kind of fun, and if you like pictures and you like quotes and you like looking at stuff like that, and you're the kind of person that I am who saves pictures and used to cut things out of magazines and put them in file folders, you might find Pinterest to be a lot of fun. So, there's my recommendation. Sign up with Pinterest.